Baby, I do. Baby, they ask with who will I spend my life, and boy, I tell them with you. We'll be together till the end of time. Forever, baby, I do. I'll never leave your side, no. I'm stuck to you, I must glue. So take me higher than a plane can fly, where there's no one but us two. Cause you are my heart, and you are my soul.
Rain is the best thing that has happened with our relationship. Before we were like in love, now we're like young teenagers. Like we're like 16, 15, like can't keep our hands off of each other. Like Rain wakes up, well, it's more of him. Nah, it's me sometimes. But like just to see Rain like every day when I come home from work, or like even like waking up in the morning, he'll just give us like a big old smile. And
True.
Like he's a very good baby. Like he doesn't cry. Only time he cries when he's hungry. So we just make sure, or he's sleeping. Or so we just make sure that his bottle is ready for him to go. And like other than that, like he smiles, he laughs. Like we've gotten closer. We go out on like family trips, family dates. Like the other day we just went to a tavern. Yeah, the Eclipse.
We went to the Eclipse.
I don't get it.
I know that was weird to say.
Oh.
We went to the Eclipse. Everybody was at the eclipse. It's the sun.
But we went and watched the solar eclipse. So we just, I mean, like it's like Rain has made like our family like complete, our relationship complete, because like he's a blessing. Like he's a blessing from God.
Marriage life and having a child it's tough, but very rewarding at the same time. Like I think it's just we're figuring out our roles and figuring him out, like his personality. So I think that's where it becomes kind of tough. We're just all trying to figure out our new life together.
I thought.
I think you're gonna say what I said.
I thought we were ready for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is not the case. Like we have definitely grown in that sense, where it seems as though everything was good. We was like, oh yeah, we have this great marriage, we have this relationship.
People coming to us for advice.
Exactly. Oh my God. Let's throw in a kid. Let's throw a wrench in our plans is essentially what we did. And I love Gabby to death. I love my daughter to death.
We just want to make sure we say that.
Oh my God. This is just...
We're so tired.
All the time.
Rain makes our dates cheaper. Let me say this. Our son, Rain, makes our dates cheaper.
How does he make our dates cheaper?
Because now I ain't gotta be going out splurging and balling on a date when we can just take Rain to the park.
What?
Yeah, look, sure you know that. Look.
I'm still gonna want sushi or something.
Players Handbook.
We can bring that there.
Hashtag Players Handbook. I'm coming out with a book.
Don't believe
Ex-Players Handbook.
Don't believe anything
I will save y'all money, bro.
You know, he's 2 months old too, officially today. So, you know, intimacy, communication, because again, I'm pretty busy and trying to get a lot of things down and off the ground. So communication becomes super important because, you know, he can be a lot, not a lot. It's like he can be a lot. I mean, it's not easy, but it's like how did you describe it earlier? As far as it being like, you know, you love him so much.
Yeah, it's like you love him so much, but it's just like some days it's just like, oh, I need a break, and you're like feel bad because he's just so cute and so sweet.
It just doesn't stop. There's no off days. There's no vacations. There's no.
But I will say, in our marriage, it's made us a little stronger in the sense of
we gotta work together.
Yes, we literally have to work. We have to be a team.
Yeah.
Like there are days when I'm like, I can't even think. I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
And Jeff's like, I got it.
Yeah.
And then there are days where he's just like,
I can't walk.
He literally says, I can't, and then hands her over, and I'm just like, got it.
Yeah.
And then there are days where he's like, I think we should do this, and I say, I think we should do this, and then
we got to come to a compromise.
we got to come to a compromise,
Yeah.
and then I have to put my back with the question with the vows. I told everyone, and I said it in my vows, that I was going to let him be head of household, and I was going to trust his judgment, and I was going to let him lead. And sometimes letting someone lead when you think you're right is the hardest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Because you tell someone you trust them until you have to trust them. And I have no idea how it's going to work, but because I said that, I have to trust you.
Yeah.
And then it works out.
Everybody needs a break. Like, I mean, I like, we are very much even the same with each other. Like, we don't smother each other. We like to have our space and have, like, our time to ourselves. So I think that's just, you know, with parenting, it's like, here, have him. I need time to myself. And he needs his time to himself. So it's just finding a balance for everything.
Having a kid is a challenge.
Awesome.
It is a awesome challenge.
But we're so tired.
We're so tired.
All the time.
She's only 19 months, 20 months.
We got like how many more years to
I
go?
don't even know. It just
It's gonna be a blur.
I lost count at 6 months. It's just everything's just every day is Monday. I love my daughter. I love her to death, though.
Since we've been together, there hasn't really been any, I don't think, has it?
We separated for a year. And we just couldn't be without each other. I think time heals all wounds. And I changed as a person, I grew as a person, he changed and grew as a person, and then we just realized life was not the same without each other. And that was for sure confirming that we were just meant for each other. And there was, you know, I knew that I wanted to be with him forever.
For me, that first stay together moment would be when I told her, you can't go away.
Yes, I was going to bring that up too. Yes, I'll never forget that speech.
Yeah, like you can't. This is not a you can't go home to your mom thing. You can't. We're married now. Like, you know.
Specifically, he said, we are not boyfriend and girlfriend. We are married.
Yeah.
You can't go home to your mama. We don't break up. We don't do that. We're going to sit here as you could go to the next room. You could cool down, but we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it because we are married. And that's what we do when you're married. You don't break up, you stay together. We're going to work this out like adults. So you could go over there and cool down, but we're going to talk about this.
I appreciate the fact that you think my voice is that deep.
It's that deep.
Thank you.
And I said,
Okay, just want to make sure that I ain't just jumping out there. I don't think it's been much, because like, it's kind of hard to get between us. Like, I'm not looking for no woman, and she's not looking for no dude. And I say that, with confidence. Don't play yourself.
All I did was look at you.
I can hear your lips sticking against your teeth.
Because my lipstick.
Exactly. Lip stick to your teeth. Anyway, I don't think there's been like a situation, like we're pretty settled. We're glued pretty tight to the point where, I don't think there's anything that can come between us.
Yeah,
And
I would
say
agree.
that with confidence.
I don't think there's anything that's like that has happened to where it would like pull us apart or force us not to stay together.
Now stuff has happened.
Right.
But it's,
Like he made me mad the other night at Walmart.
that ain't
Yeah,
nothing.
you remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. You remember
Stuff has
that.
happened.
Walmart. We're at
But-
Walmart. He likes to take charge a little bit. It's a little ODC or, from being in the Navy. He makes a little shopping list and organizes it. So if you go a little bit out of the order of the shopping list, all hell breaks loose. So he really gets mad and goes to the truck. It was like, I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you. I'm ready to go right
See
now.
how she just missed
So
all
I'm
type
like,
of parts.
I'm
and
like,
just
I'm
make
like,
me seem
no.
like a crazy person, right?
I'm like, no. And he's like, no, I just, I put it in order a certain way. Because majority of the time, you do 90% of the time, you do all the grocery shopping. He does all the grocery shopping. So.
And cooking.
And cooking? Nah, I have gotten a little better.
She's cooked twice this month.
See, that's a little better.
How many times you think we've ate this month? Do the math.
I was gonna make bread. You was trying to get me off the subject.
That's
from
a new
Walmart.
hashtag.
That's
Do the
what
math.
it was.
Do the math, y'all.
So we're at Walmart. He goes to the truck because I'm like, well, let's go to the back of Walmart, start from the egg section, and then work our way back up. He's like, no. We need to start from the top and work our way back. So he legitimately gets mad, goes to the truck, and then calls me and says, it's time to go. And I'm like, no.
You believe this?
I'm really not about to go anywhere.
Do you believe this?
So he comes back into Walmart, tries to he's like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he grabs the shopping cart and nudges me over. I'm like, oh, he's really mad about this shopping list at Walmart. Who gets mad about a shopping list at Walmart? So I nudge him back and I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. It's a shop. We're going grocery shopping. Why are you getting mad about grocery shopping? He's like, it's the principle about it. It's the principle. So long story short, I'm done grocery shopping. He's in the truck.
That, right?
He's in the truck. He has the card with our grocery money card on it with our joint account. Don't try to be a smart ass.
What you gonna buy without the card?
So I'm telling him, bring me the card. And he's like, no, it's the principle. You're going to learn a lesson this time. You're going to learn.
So you really think this one incident is what kicked all of this off?
So then.
It's no history, okay?
Yes. So then, we're going the Walmart over here is gonna close at 11 o'clock. It's 10:52. So I stay in there till 10:59, asking him for the car, and he's like, no, you're gonna learn your lesson. So I come out there super mad. And I said I think I said something smart when I was putting Rain in the car seat, I was like, man, you did some shit my ex would have did. And I closed the door and I was like, dang.
That's strong, right?
It's okay. I mean, you made me mad. You did all that for really no reason at all. What point did you prove other than making me mad?
I'm gonna let you finish.
I just asked you, what point did you prove?
You gonna do it again?
Yes, I will. I sure will.
She said a lot.
I did.
I'm not gonna get into all that.
Thank you.
We'll be here all night. We've been debating this for a while now, so
Walmart?
I'm gonna gracefully bow out of this one.
See, that's why you're OG. Good
job.
Man.
Y'all young brothers can learn from me. Some stuff you just don't, just let her have it, man. We live to play another day.
Okay, I'm done.
The water boy. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm an OG. Go ahead.
Thank you.
And I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll cool down and we can talk about it.
I mean, it wasn't that easy, but yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I did eventually cool
you
down.
eventually cool
but
down.
that resonated with me.
Because
I realized we are really married.
Yeah.
And you are really serious about this.
Yes.
Because you were mad and I was mad and I was packing up. I was like, I'm going to my mom's house. And you said, no, we are together. We are going to talk about this and we're going to fix it.
Like I told you.
And I said, wow.
This is an investment at the end of the day.
Yes.
And I know that caused an argument.
Yeah.
But this is an investment at the end of the day, and I put all my chips in with you. So I'm not going to sit there and let you or anybody tell me that this is not going to work anymore. Mm-hmm. This is what I put myself into. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're going to make this work, and we're going to we're going to do everything possible. If everything means going to counseling, if everything means we need to be in a separate room inside of our house, we will do that. But this marriage is going to last because that's what we signed up for.
Yep.
So that's that.
Yep.
That's number one. But before we even got married, which this is going to be a sensitive topic.
Is this?
Yes. So the one thing that probably caused me to at least look at you in a different light would be when we had our stillborn, and it wasn't the best of situations for us as far as our relationship goes. And then the throw in you being pregnant, it was like, this is not gonna work. But as far as as far as like how we wanted to stay together, I definitely, like, the way that you handled it made me look at you in a more mature light, as far as like, if you can handle this, then there's not going to be too much else that we can't handle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it sucked. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's the worst thing ever. I wouldn't imagine it on anybody. So we look at our daughter now, and it's like a blessing, like a complete.
It's an extra blessing.
Yeah, it's a complete blessing. But going through that with you, like, I definitely couldn't imagine going through that with anybody else. I couldn't imagine wanting to go through that with anybody else, but I couldn't even imagine wanting anybody to go through it at all. And yeah, it changed how I looked at you. It changed how I looked at this relationship, because after everything was said and done, I didn't want anybody else. Like, you did something for me as far as holding my child that nobody else has ever done. You were, like I told you at the time, you were the most important person in my life, regardless of whatever we were going through. So, let's stay together.
See, those are.
Yeah, that was definitely our stay together moment, and that was on me. And I learned, a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the female, my wife, and just really, especially as a dude, the society, the way we grow up, it was a moment in which I had a lot of time to think, how I got to that point, and, just realized, where it came from, and learned that also, having it happen right in front of me and seeing the hurt that it caused her, I realized, first of all, man, we don't get wounded like that, and I got to really see and understand, how something emotional can affect somebody physically, and that doesn't happen with men, just in general, you know what I'm saying? So it was that experience that taught me.
Because I think if we'd gotten caught up in social media and what other people thought or what other people felt like we should have done in that situation, we wouldn't be together. But I think we just were like, in so many words, like, screw what everybody else thinks. I have to figure this out for myself. I didn't really care, like, what people said or what people thought I should do. I think we just really followed our hearts and what we felt was right. And to come full circle, we would have never, in that moment, thought that we would be here right now. And
also,
with a little boy.
Right, with the little boy. And also major credit, that's why I mentioned when I was basically, when she made a statement about, having good family and friends, that was the reason why I seconded that statement, mentioning, because it was really, family was a critical component in that as well, her family not viewing me differently, when it easily could have, reaching out to me, just the support, we have dope people around us who love us, who we truly feel want the best for us, and that was a major piece as well.
I think my stay together moment was when I think we were getting married, and you told me, I wasn't working at the time, and so he told me we need to save up for this wedding, and I was getting a lot of pressure as far as us getting married, and so at the time I wasn't working. I think I said that already. And he was the only person working. And so he kept on saying, how are we going to pay for this? I can't pay for this by myself. And I said, we're supposed to be together. Somehow, some way, we're going to get the money to get married. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I promise you we're going to get the money to get married. Mm-hmm. And then he said, Gigi, at this point in time, this is an investment. And I just feel like you're reaping all the investment, and what am I getting in return? Nothing. And I said,
I know that sounds.
And then
sounds bad.
And then I said, you just wait and see, because at that point in time, I was on my hands and knees praying, and I said, do not make me look like a fool. If this is what I'm supposed to be doing, if this is who I'm supposed to be marrying, then you're gonna have to make a way. And somehow, some way, money started trickling in. And then at the last minute, I got a job, and it wasn't just a job; it was a good job.
Yeah.
And then it was on our wedding day, and that's when I knew. I knew for a fact this was our stay together moment, because out of every, like, there was no way we were supposed to be able to get married. At least in a wedding.
Yeah.
We could have got married.
We could have got married at courthouse.
Yeah, but I knew that when you finally said, I trust you, and you're like, I know you don't have a job, but I trust your judgment, and if we're supposed to be together, then it's going to work out. I trust you. No guy I've ever dated has told me that they trust me enough to take that kind of a leap, and I had nothing to show for it at the time.
Hence why I said, this is an investment. Not a financial investment.
Even on the wedding day,
investment.
we had to pay for the caterer.
Man,
and we didn't have no money.
I think we had like $3,500. I think we had like $3,500 left to pay for.
Yeah, and then we're like, how are we gonna tell this lady that we can't pay for this food?
Yeah. She had already had everything set up.
Yeah, we're like, how are we gonna tell her?
Yeah, and then at the last moment, my auntie came through.
She was like, here's a check.
My auntie
for the exact amount.
Yeah, my auntie has never given me money, like in that
and
manner.
And it was the exact amount we needed. And
she said, it was the exact amount because she asked me, but she has never given my auntie has always told me, you need to save up for this stuff.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter. You know what? It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't
it's
matter.
Still the
point is, my aunt gave me the money last minute, 5 minutes left, 20 and down. 20. You know what? We're good. We're done with this.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We're done with that whole thing.
We'll just edit that one out. That epic fail.
Oh my god.
I feel like our separation definitely helped us. And this is like, when I talk about us just getting each other and just knowing each other, like the things that we talk about, and like, I don't think most people, like, we're just very honest with each other. What happened while we were separated, because I mean, we took time, we dated other people, just to, figure out and, try to, like, figure out if this was what I really wanted.
A friend of mine, Latavian Washington, one of my best friends, if not my best friend, one of my best friends, Latiberian, but
let's stop making fun of his name.
he used to it. But he told me, if the person that you're looking at marrying or being with, if you couldn't change anything about them for the rest of your life or the rest of your time with them, would you still marry this person that's in front of you today? So if the answer is no, I wouldn't change anything, or if it's if she would just, or maybe if she did this, then it probably ain't the way it should be. From the first time I met her, I was okay with how she is.
Oh, that was sweet. I'm glad you
I'm gonna mess up her makeup.
Good job.
Mess up my list up.
My lipstick. I would have to say the advice would be to just be yourself. If that person doesn't accept you for who you are and like the person that you want to become, and they don't support you, just being truthful and honest. Communication is the key. Communication and just letting each other know like how you really feel. Like that should really like be your best friend. Like Jamal is like literally my best friend. I could tell him anything.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend. You better. Me and Rachel. Me and Rachel.
I'm not Ratchet.
That's my best friend.
I've graduated from going to the Central Station.
Right. She's at figure 8 now.
I'm at Sweet Lounge now.
VIP service. I'm sorry, I just messed up.
I would just say just have fun, be yourself, and over communicate. Like if you can't talk to your significant other about like anything, like whether
everything.
Anything and everything. That's including like
we don't need to get detailed. Just let them use their imagination.
Why would I give details?
Telling our business.
You just said that I was ratchet. That was kind of like my business. How you know?
Everybody know you ratchet.
No, they don't. See, I should have never told you that story. My HR manager called me Rachel.
The HR, human resources. This is a person who's paid to know people.
She was cool.
HR.
Right. But that's it. Just be yourself, communicate, and just trust in each other.
For us, it just worked because we know each other. Like, I knew that separating and being away from him, he knew that I would see other people, and I knew that he would see other people. Us getting back together, we were able to hash those things out and communicate and talk about those things and be honest with each other about those things. And, I mean, what we discuss, for some people, some couples would be TMI, others would want to know what all went on when you were separated. But I think for us, we just get each other, and being able to communicate and be honest about those things and just being aware, because I don't think we wanted to get back together and not just, know. And us talking about things, and now we can even kind of joke about it, but I think that all stems back to us just more so starting out just really being like best friends and like getting to know each other and communicating with each other. I think that works for our marriage, and for us as a couple. We don't really leave a lot out or leave a lot to the imagination. We just are kind of straight to the point up front with each other. So that just worked for us, and we just needed that time apart to really value us again. And kind of like, it's funny, I told him before, but it's like you fall in love and have that mushy stage in the beginning, and then some people never ever feel that ever again. But we got to experience it twice to like re-fall back in love with each other, and like, can't wait to see that person or look forward to them calling and all that stuff. So we experienced that twice, so we're kind of lucky in that sense. Just trying to look at the positive of the situation. So there's a lot of positives for us.
So line of advice, go back to being friends.
Start over.
Yeah.
I would say the high of being married would be just having a constant companion, a constant best friend, a constant in life. Like, life is very up and down. Like, a lot of times it's very uncertain. You can go out into the world right now and have like a boring day. You can go out into the world and like airplane fall. I don't know, something. But having a constant that comes home and like it's a constant support. It's a constant everything that I could ever want in anything. So that's definitely a high. I'm not gonna give a low because I see this trick question.
I was gonna say it was a little different.
Definitely not gonna give a low on that one.
I don't know. I feel like even a low is a positive, because even when you get on my nerves and you hold me accountable, I need someone to hold me accountable.
The fact that I hold you accountable and that gets on your nerves is sad. Hurtful.
Is it?
No, not at all.
I didn't think so.
Because it doesn't matter if I'm still gonna hold you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
I feel like in marriage, it may seem like a low temporarily, but then it becomes a high. You know what I mean? I feel like, it's like when you're in a job and you don't say, you say your strengths and your weakness is technically your strength.
Yeah. My weakness,
I
care
feel like,
too much.
But I feel like
I
in
care too
marriage,
much.
yeah. But in marriage, it actually is true, because your low point turns out to be your strongest point, because when you overcome something low, it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
So I can't say that there's a low point in marriage. It all ends up high. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Play-Doh over here.
So overall, I would say the separation was good for us. The timing, no timing before separation feels great, you know, but I think the time that it happened, because we had just begun to, you know, to really consider having a child, and, you know, had, we not have a situation and have to separate, you know, we wouldn't be able to. First of all, I think that's part of the reason, you know, why he wasn't conceived before then. You know, it was all about timing, and the fact that, you know, we're stronger as we came together and made him. That's definitely just a win for our family. So, as far as advice, you know, for one, you both gotta want it. You know, there's no half commitment, especially after a separation. There's no half commitment. There's no, you know, there's nothing like that. You know, you gotta both be all in, and those lines of communication, you know, for sure. And sometimes you may have to have, you know, somebody in the middle, or, you know, allow other people to be a, you know, you don't want, of course, you're not letting anybody on the business, but sometimes you need like a soundboard or a neutral party, psychiatrist, whatever you have, you know, whatever you need to do. But, you know, sometimes that helps the situation as well. But there's probably no equation, but yeah, that would be my advice.
That's true. This is your question. As I have two short
Jeffrey, do not.
Juveniles, back that ass up.
Jeffrey.
And then Music Soul Child.
No, that didn't balance it out. Man.
You know the wedding songs. Bruno Mars, Gorilla.
Jeffrey, no. Oh my God, my mom's gonna watch this.
She don't have the internet like us.
The three songs that I think work for us is what's that Leanne LaHava song?
Which one?
The one where she's you don't have to prove my love because I know
What You Don't Do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leanne LaHava's What You Don't Do.
Yeah.
And then Music Soul Child, what's that? We want the words together, and you the music, and then I'm the lyrics. That one.
Somebody says and that.
Yeah. Somebody Google it.
Yeah.
And then Maxwell's, I think, Forever.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
Meaning start in a different order.
Yes. Like, in the very beginning, what would you say?
R. Kelly.
No. That's a good one. But I don't know the song.
Right.
We had a first kiss to R. Kelly, but we don't know what the song was. But I think because we were just too into kissing. But we know that it was an R. Kelly song. But Jay Holiday.
Oh, Bed.
Yeah. And then Jacquier.
Jacquier, Love. Pretty much anything Jacquier, you know. Can't really name specific songs, but
A lot of Jacquier.
Jacquier.
But then also that Trey Songz one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called One. Is that it?
One.
No, I'm not trying to sing it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's called One. Yeah. Don't try to sing it.
I'm gonna stick with mine. I'm gonna stick with Juveniles, back that ass up. I'm gonna stick with Bruno Mars, Gorilla. And there's another Bruno Mars song there somewhere. Grenade. No, that's
Grenade.
That's not a good one. There's another Bruno Mars song out there somewhere. Neo, Stay. Mm-hmm. Let's go with that. Let's balance it all out.
Like, y'all need to, like, listen to the OG, the young OG, Yogi. Yeah, get it? Yogi, young OG. Biscuit.
Okay.
Y'all wanna know why I call her Biscuit?
No.
Her
Thank
parents
you.
think it's one thing. I call her Biscuit because of them cheeks.
Really?
The cheeks.
I'm done with you. Perfect timing.
Right on time. Minnesota Avenue, Naylor Road.
And let's be truthful.
That's just kind
soft spot for us right now.
I think he's about to start sweating right now.
Baby, they ask with who will I spend my life, and boy I tell them with you. We'll be together till the end of time. Forever, baby, I do. I'll never leave your side, no. I'm stuck to you, I must glue. So take me higher than a plane can fly, where there's no one but us two. 'Cause you are my heart, and you are my soul.